Welcome to the first day of word problems for trigonometry. If you would please take out your packet and turn to the worksheet that is labeled Word Problem Worksheet 1. We are going to skip this first page because that's just review. So instead, if you would go to the second page, we are going to start with problem 6a. For all of these word problems, it is very important that you draw yourself a picture. So it says, from a window in a building, you look down on Spencer, the Wonder Clown, on the sidewalk below. Sorry, clearly my grammar was not very good here. So I'm going to draw that before I move on. So here's me in this building. Here's Spencer the Clown down here. I'm looking down on him. It says my eyes are 83 feet above the ground. So 83 feet above the ground. And the angle of depression is 68 degrees. So here's our right triangle. Anytime they give you an angle of depression or an angle of elevation, that always goes here in the triangle. How far is the clown from you? So in this case, I'm looking for the hypotenuse, how far I am from the clown. So I need to start by setting up a trig ratio. 83 is opposite, x is hypotenuse, so I want to use sine. So I have the sine of 68 degrees is equal to 83 over x. I need to use the cross products property here. So I get 83 is equal to x multiplied by the sine of 68. Divide by the sine of 68. I get x equals 83 over the sine of 68. If I put that in my calculator, I get 89.52 feet. It's very important that you put feet so I know what units you're talking about. So that was A. B. How far is Spencer away from the building? So now we're looking for this distance, how far Spencer is from the building. Use the 83 and the 68 degrees in the y, and please solve for y. When you have finished, come back and we'll go over it together. Okay, 83 is opposite, y is adjacent, so that means tangent. So we have the tangent of 68 is equal to 83 over y. Using cross products, you end up with y is equal to 83 divided by the tangent of 68 degrees. If I put that in my calculator, I get 33.53 feet. So Spencer the Clown is 33.5 feet away from the building. Okay, moving on. Now I would like you to go to problem 9. This is the last one that we're going to do together. If you would please pause the video and try this problem on your own. Remember to draw yourself a figure and set up a ratio. When you've finished, come back and we'll go over it together. Okay, a flagpole is 28 feet high, so I'm going to start by drawing that. Here's my flagpole, it's 28 feet high. And the distance along the line of sight from the top of the flagpole to a person at a distance from its base is 35. So that's pretty wordy. But what I got out of this is that there's a person standing somewhere away from this flagpole. Put them both on the ground. The distance along the line of sight from the top of the flagpole to the person. So here's the line of sight. So that distance is 35. What is the angle of depression from the top of the flagpole to the person? So that's this. That's the angle of depression. I told you anytime there's an angle of depression, it always goes in that spot. Okay, so 28 in this case is opposite. 35 is hypotenuse, so I want to use sine. I have the sine of x is equal to opposite, which is 28, all over hypotenuse, which is 35. In order to get rid of that sine, I have to take the inverse of both sides. Remember, if you take the inverse on the left side, you have to do it to the right side too. These two signs undo each other, So I'm left with x is equal to the inverse sine of 28 over 35. Remember in your calculator, in order to get inverse sine, you have to do second sine. When I do that, I get 53.13 degrees. And that's it. Not every word problem is going to be exactly like the two that we did. When you come into class, we're going to do a few more. All of them, though, are going to involve you drawing a picture and setting up a ratio. So when you come to class, we will finish this worksheet. Thank you.